got them again.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question of... Oh, boy. The adrenaline is pumped. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. It's like he read his opponent's mind. He saw that one coming. Jeez, JR, don't hold anything back. Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
I think it's a damn shame that someone who's worked as hard as Booker T has to overcome a checkered past would turn out to be such an A1 jerk in the end.
Come on, JR. So Booker made some mistakes. So he spent a little time in jail. He did his time and paid his debt. Let it go.
I highly doubt that, King. We've seen Rey Mysterio in the ring with some of the biggest, meanest superstars in all of sports entertainment, and he's won more than his fair share of matches.
I love the fact that these fans always cheer so loudly for Eddie Guerrero, a superstar who doesn't even try to win, but he wins his matches by lying, cheating, and stealing.
It's a Guerrero family tradition, King. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
He's not going to get caught with that one. A textbook reversal there. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. So what you're saying is, they love him because he's honest about being dishonest? That's so crazy, it just might be true.
What a competitor is Eddie Guerrero. He's held just about every major title there is, including the Intercontinental, United States, and Tag Team titles. And don't forget, folks, Latino Heat is a former WWE champion.
How could we ever forget that, JR? Eddie's done it all, and he did it all the hard way.
And it's been reversed.
I won't back down for a fight, JR. But it'll have to be an actual match. Not that garbage wrestling that Bob Holly's so fond of. Everyone's always going on about how tough hardcore Holly's supposed to be. But I think it's all just a bunch of talk.
Oh, really? You think just about anyone can earn 6 runs for the hardcore title, King?
Ric Flair's a 16-time world champion, JR. 16 times. There's not a WWE superstar in here. Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen.
What a counter!
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
He countered that one perfectly. That's your answer to everything, JR. Take him to the woodshed. What kind of advice is that?
I don't think Johnny Nitro's winning over any fans here tonight. He countered that and made it look easy.
I think he's going for the throat here, JR. Literally.
A huge choke slam. There's no question why he calls it the showstopper.
Up and over and out. Eliminated.
That's one fewer superstar in this match. I respect the fact that he took responsibility for his actions and decided he just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion. He's got his opponent by the throat. This could be it.
Yes, the showstopper. Can you even imagine being slammed from that high in the air, JR?
Oh, I am, King. I'm looking at one of the most awesome forces I've ever seen in a WWE ring. And I think the dead man's going to remind everyone tonight why they call him the Phenom.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your Social Security number was one. That went nowhere. I can't think of a superstar who's overcome the odds in a more dramatic way than Eddie Guerrero. Talk about earning your spot.
I couldn't agree more, JR. Eddie's what you call a real inspiration. No matter how bad things got, he never gave up.
And no stranger to dark times is Eddie Guerrero. But a man isn't judged by how far he falls, but by how hard he works to climb back up.
And by that standard, I don't think you can say that there's ever been a greater superstar than Eddie Guerrero. His opponent telegraphed that one. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Oh no! What's he doing?
You know damn well what he's doing, King. It's the crippler crossface. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars do it.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate running over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. I can't believe he countered that one. You say that like it's a...
This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
There's the reversal.
He's a slippery devil.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like. We're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run.
Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we'd like to hear.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He said, oh, for the love of it, open your eyes, Fred. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win. He's got his opponent in position.
All the way up and right back down again and through the dead level.
Wow. Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
Okay. So he's got some amateur wrestling credentials. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
The world's largest love machine. This
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. And there's the elimination. You're not going to get him without it. What a reversal.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not? Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. Oh, man. He's got a hold of his opponent. What's he going to do?
T-bone suplex. My God, what speed. What power. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR. Watch out. He reversed it. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match would be when you quit yapping. Let me enjoy it.
Now, JR. Keep your words soft and sweet, because you may have to eat them later. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a sec. I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy,
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it?
you can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong. Look at this, King. He just stole his opponent's finishing maneuver.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission.
Oh, boy. His opponent's face down on the ground. You know what that means?
I do indeed. And there it is. The ST is expertly executed.
He's got to be carrying around a lot of frustration, JR. With a face like that, he couldn't get a date off a calendar.
I think twice about getting into the ring with this man because he's obviously looking to take that frustration out on someone here tonight.
With some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves. Oh, come on. What are you thinking?
That's what happens when your heart is bigger than your muscles.
Oh, no. What's he doing now?
My God, what a hook handle slam!
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We got the best superstars, the best fans,
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR.
That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar.
Yeah, and it's a good thing, too. But we need a specially reinforced ring.
That might not be a bad idea, King, because once Big Biss gets going, there's no telling what kind of damage he'll do.
afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious, but
There he goes. He's out of the match.
oh my God, wow! Stealing your opponent's finishing move definitely sends a message.
He just doesn't have the strength to lift it.
He must be crazy thinking he can pick him up like that.
Para toda mi gente mexicana, todos mis latinos, es hora de
Talk about ruthless aggression.
Ha llegado
Look at the
el
way these
momento.
superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this has got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
Step up, Ricky.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself.
Wow. He wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. Well, if you had the kind of skill and potential that Mercury has, I bet you'd be a little stuck on yourself, too. Boy, what I wouldn't give to be Joey Mercury, JR. Talk about a guy who's got it all.
Folks, if you're not a fan of this man, close your eyes right now.
There it is, his signature move, the code of silence.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to put those on inside. And without them, we'd all be out of a job. Her fans are on their feet. They know where this is going.
DDT! DDT! That could be the difference maker, JR. Come on, JR. Don't give these fans false hope. When you're as strong as Mark Henry, there's not much that can stop you.
I'm not denying that, King. But strength is one of the many tools of a successful superstar. Speed, agility, and ring presence can give strength a run for its money if they're used right.
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans for that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it can be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
Jillian Hall would make such a great addition to Raw, JR. I think I'll wine her and dine her and try to get her to jump from SmackDown.
King, if you really wanted to join us on Monday nights, I think the best thing you can do is not remind her that you'll be drooling over her every week. It's always a treat to see Jillian Hall perform. Here's a diva who doesn't know the meaning of the word quit.
Yeah, or the meaning of the words, call me back when you get this. I must have left it. I think he's looking to finish this one off, JR.
And there he goes, scoring big with a patented net breaker.
I'm so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was as a champion. Oh, my God! That's his opponent's finisher. He just stole it.
I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coattails of two of the greatest legends in this business. Instead, he threw it all away.
What are you talking about, King? Batista never rode anyone's coattails. He's his own man. He earned his spot. And Flair and Triple H are two of the greats, no doubt about it. But Batista proved he's at their level when he beat Triple H for the World Heavyweight title.
He's looking for a big move here.
And he got it! The world's strongest slam! This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the master.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much. But I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
Oh, man. Here it comes.
My God, the Samoan spike. That thumb jammed straight into the throat.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still...
Oh, man. You might as well call the match right now, JR.
My God! What uncanny power! And after that move, King, you might be right.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King,
She's got control of her opponent. You know what's coming next.
I sure do. There she goes with the DDT. Look out! This hideous freak of nature is executing his finishing move.
Yeah, and he's executing his opponent at the same time. That's got to be all she wrote. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious.
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Oh, come on, JR. You're supposed to be the voice of objectivity out here.
I am being objective. I'm calling it like I see it. And the way I see it, Mercury would be twice the superstar he is if he kept his ego at the door. I swear, every time I see Mark Henry, he just looks bigger and bigger. He's the world's biggest longhorn.
You're not kidding. Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
Well, I think...
Oh, no. We know what this is.
The Samoan Spike! That can crush your windpipe, JR. Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a world heavyweight champion, King. In my book, as long as you wear that crown around your waist, you're the biggest thing in the business at that moment.
Come on, JR. Haven't you ever heard of a fluke champion? Batista got lucky. You don't get into the Hall of Fame for being lucky.
No, you don't. And you don't get there on a fluke. But Batista's the real deal. And that's why it wouldn't surprise me one bit to see him inducted after a long and distinguished career.
Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE, but I think he's lying through his tooth.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, man.
There's nothing wrong with taking pride in your accomplishments, JR. And let's face it, Mercury's not short on accomplishments.
I think it's a damn shame about Mercury. The kid's got all the talent in the world, and that attitude of his makes it impossible to appreciate. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
Believe me, JR, that's just a technicality. I just hope everyone's able to walk away from the match once it's over.
They call Mark Henry the world's strongest man. But strength isn't everything. And it's not always enough to win a match.
Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure